You know, just thought I'd come out here while it's kind of hot and on my mind. Um, but me and my wife was sitting here she's watching this silly Lifetime shit on this channel, Lifetime Movie Network, which I looked up, by the way, and I've said this before on one of the videos. It's been a while. That thing came out like in 1998 or whatever it was, and she said that her mom and some of her people like that channel, said that that's all they'd watch. I said, well, I ain't gonna deny I ain't seen any movies or heard any music that resembles some of that stuff, but I know it's fake. I know it's not real. I can do. I wasn't your average kid. I knew things were a show. I knew things were being done on movies. And I knew that they weren't real, because if they were, there'd be a lot of people who would not be here right now. But, and I'm not trying to sound all censorship when I say this, but when you got Lifetime Movie Network on the brain, like my wife, when she first showed me that channel, and there was a few movies, I will say, like every now and then there'd be one about how the Amber Alert thing was supposedly started up, So I watched that movie, I watched one about this girl that was getting picked on at school because she was a little bit fat. She wasn't like overly fat, but they were picking on her. And, it had a few things in there, but stuff you could reasonably see. It wasn't murdering people, it wasn't kidnapping people. But, I told my wife, I said, I wonder how in the world somebody could have that on around their kids and want anybody to sit there and watch 90-something% of these movies talk about murdering people or showing people getting shot with guns. I said, no wonder that the world's in the shape it's in, for one thing, because you got all this visual stuff. You got the fact that there's games out there. But I knew it was for show. But there is some things that I can't watch. They won't let you see no tits or ass on fucking regular TV channels. But yet they'll go and let you see somebody kissing and slobbering all over each other. Just so further be wanting to see the rest of it. And then they go and cut the rest of it out. I don't know why they even show that in the first place. But, I said, boy, if it's up to me, I'd like to take all the cigarettes and all the alcohol off the street, out of all the stores. I'd enjoy that much. But no, my wife said, she used to have to sit there and watch this movie, the Lifetime Movie Channel. I said, well, you don't have to at my house. I said, I already don't like it as it is, but nah, we've had a pretty good day just watching some, sitting here talking, and we've ate today, cleaned some dishes, did a few things around the house. But no, I ain't going to sit there, and that's why, like I told her, I said, I give people a hard time just wanting to listen to one certain artist for one certain reason, such as somebody talks about shooting or killing or something like that. I literally did have, some kind of a small issue with her people talking like that. I'm saying the only reason they listen to it is because it talked about somebody getting shot or something. Somebody like Johnny Cash they try to feel bad for him when they know he's about ready to freaking kick the bucket. And people go out there and defend all these artists saying, "Oh, here, listen there, Derek. They got Christmas albums. They got this out and that out." No wonder churches most time won't let nobody listen to them because they don't know what to think of. Not that I'm taking up for church, but half the time when you got, it'd be just like Eminem. If you listen to his music, and then all of a sudden he started making, religious stuff and talking about, or singing Christmas songs, they think something wrong with them. It's just like a night and day difference. But I told my wife she never has to watch that channel anymore. I mean, except for the Amber Alert movie and the movie about that one thing that I mentioned earlier, I hardly ever like any kind of movie I've ever saw on that channel. It's too horrifying. They go too far. It's worse than a soap opera. It's worse than Jerry Springer. It's worse than just about anything on TV. I mean, even I can watch Murder, She Wrote. I can watch In Heathen Night, Walker, Texas Ranger. I told her there was a time or two on Walker, Texas Ranger they hit a little too much for my taste, but it wasn't, it wasn't constant like this Lifetime channel. It's about every movie that comes on there. Even when they want to have a theme and they want to have Christmas type movies on, which, they do, but then they've got somebody getting murdered, somebody getting killed, somebody getting kidnapped, my God, can't they just show something? I mean, aside from the every now and again they'll show a movie about Whitney Houston, a life, somebody portraying Whitney Houston. There was a movie made about her or something, and about some stuff. Occasionally, yes, they have a movie once in a blue moon about that. I have seen a commercial on that. But anyway, I'm just going to come out here and talk about a little bit we was talking about earlier, but hopefully everybody has a nice holiday coming up. Christmas, Thanksgiving, even if we don't get much of nothing done. Probably be here at the house, do our own thing. Anyway, I'll holler at you later.